Oh, is it nice to be the first one in the arena in the morning? Fresh air, everything is newly made here. I am Isacsson from Sweden. I am a seeker and a teacher. I always want to learn new things. I think we can learn from everyone and everything that is happening to us, everything that we have around us. We can learn from everything, every moment. I think that what we do is not as important as why and how we do it. What is the thoughts behind what we are doing. The horses can teach us a lot of things because they are very sensitive. They don't have a language like we have. They listen to energy. They can feel the purpose behind what we are doing. If our intention is something good, if we do the things from love, from fear, from only to dominate, to try to put ourselves in a better light, they can feel everything that is really inside us, the real truth that we have inside us. People seek something to make them feel better. They seek some kind of truth. They want to have control. And many times when you try to find the control, instead of finding it, you lose it. I'm very interested in philosophy, spiritualism, spirituality, and I'm always try to see things from different angles. I think there is no truth like the one and only. I think there are as many truths as there are people on this planet. And it's important that you think about what do you believe is the truth. Is that really something that you decided for yourself to be your truth, or is it something that you just learn? Because we learn a lot of things from the authorities, from our parents, from our writing teacher, from our idols. And of course it's good that we learn things, but it's also important that we questioning, is this really my truth? Is this what I want to be my truth? And that is possible to change your way of thinking, your truth, what you think is right. And many times we just defend ourselves instead of reflecting and questioning. Maybe there is another way to look at this. Maybe I can try another way instead of just defending everything, because we don't want to be wrong. Many times we defend things that is not very good just to not be wrong. I am not only a riding teacher, I am also a life coach. I coach people. I help them be more aware about what they are doing, who they are, what they really want, what is good for them, if they treat themselves in a nice way. Many times we do bad things to ourselves, we say bad things to ourselves, and it's important that we try to treat ourselves in a better way. If you hit on yourself, if you tell yourself bad things, it's not a good environment for development. And that is the same with the horse. I try to make the environment for the horse so that he is able to develop. And if I all the time tell him he's not good enough, if I punish him a lot, he will not develop. I try to make him more confident. I start with simple exercises to make him feel that, oh, I'm very good horse, I understand this, I can do it. So he feels more secure, and then he's more prepared for the next exercise. To be able to learn something, you need to be relaxed. If you have a lot of stress, if you are nervous, anxious, stressed, worried, your brain don't have the capacity to learn new things. Neither person or horse. You need to breathe. I'm talking about breathing all the time because that is very essential. Try to relax, breathe, and have a nice feeling of positive energy, not negative energy. When we are without stress, in harmony and balance, then we have the biggest possibility to learn something. We also have the biggest possibility to use what we once learned. When we are stressed, we are not in connection with our intelligence. We can put it very simple. When you get angry and upset, you are stupid, more or less. It's difficult to always be in balance and harmony. Like you just see my horse here. He has very big difficulties to be relaxed in harmony, because as soon as he sees anything, he goes, oh, and I can feel his energy level, his stress level is automatically going up. I think you can hear. It's just a car and a garbage bag. And he's 14 years old, and he have been seeing things like this in 14 years. It doesn't matter, and if I get upset with him and punish him and tell him, you are stupid, you're an idiot, if I start to fight with him about this, then he will have more than one problem. He will have the problem with the thing that he is afraid of or worried about, and then he will also have a problem with me. So then he will have double stress. When the horse shows you or tells you that he has some kind of stress, no matter what, you need to help him to find balance, to be relaxed again. You need to control your own emotions, because if I feel, oh, I'm a bad rider, and now I'm making a video here and people will see I cannot control my horse just because we have a car here. What will people think about me when they look at this video? I tell them I'm doing Grand Prix exercises and I cannot even ride a horse when a car is here. If I start to go into thinking like that, I will also put that into my horse, because horses are very sensitive. They like suck in every little emotion, every little thought that you have, and then he will be afraid of the car, because that will not go away because I am upset. It's the opposite. That will stress him more and more. To be generous to ourselves, forgiving instead of punish myself and the horse when something is not going exactly the way I wanted, make us feel better, and also will make us ride better. It will make us perform better. That will make us live a happier life. Instead of fighting, punishing myself, arguing with myself in a negative way, I can ask myself, what can I do to make this situation better? Many times we, instead of finding a solution, we just make the problem bigger. It's good that we want to develop. It's good that we want to be better. We want to have a goal to work for. We need challenges. We need to push ourselves a little bit to get somewhere. Then it's a good thing. But when that starts to go negative, instead of encourage us to be better, we punish ourselves for not being good enough, then it's negative. If you do it to yourself, if you do it to others, if you do it to the horse, it's all the same shit, sorry. And to change our way of thinking is not always easy. It's like stop smoking, I did that and it's terrible. It comes there, the thought of the cigarette comes into your mind even if you tell yourself, I don't want to smoke anymore. It's the same thing with bad habits, like start to think negative. And we all have it more or less. I think we all need to work with it. Some people can handle it better. And normally when you think you have things more or less under control, it's not a big problem. But as soon as you feel that you're losing the control, then you start to do negative things, thinking negative thoughts. You start to have stress level in yourself, in your body. And all this flies is making him very stressed, and I think also he used them to like have an excuse, or maybe it's easier for him to focus on the flies because he cannot focus on his own stress inside. So he's like telling me, oh, I have stress, I have stress, I have stress. My job as a trainer, a rider, is to try to get his stress out of his body in a nice way, to make him feel better, that every time when we finish our training, My goal is that he feels more relaxed, less stress, and the stress is in his mind, in his head, in his muscles, in everything. So I need to try to work that stress out. And I want him to feel that he succeeded, that he didn't fail. And my job is to make him successful. That is one of the things that the herd or the horses cannot give the other horse. Another horse can never make another horse have the feeling of being successful. I guess. It's a speculation. That's my philosophy. At least I know I can make him have a feeling of success. I can make him feel proud of himself. I can tell him that, oh, you are the best horse in the world and you really perform this very nice. I can boost him with all this positive energy. I can give him exercises that are not too difficult for him and not too easy. So he can have a feeling of, wow, I didn't know I could perform this good. I didn't have a clue I was that good horse. So I try to guide him, coach him, doing things more and more difficult without crossing the border where it's too difficult. Try to keep the level so he succeed every step, and I boost him by telling, oh, that was really good, oh, we could do this, oh, and maybe we can do a little bit of this too. And then I tell him, oh, you are a very good horse, Atos. And you can see why when I'm just speaking of this, he's not so irritated with the flies anymore, because I'm putting him in this energy. I need to create that feeling, that energy in the horse that will make us more successful. Sometimes you need to fake it until you make it. If you try to have a feeling of success, if you tell the horse, we are really so good, he will have a feeling of being much better. If you tell him, oh, it's shit, and you are the stupid horse, you never listen to me, and now we have this problem here again, then of course it will not be very good. I have a friend that do a lot of competitions, and she told me like 40 years ago or something that the best thing when you ride a competition is to look like you are the best in the whole world. And if the horse don't listen to you, and if something is not going the way you want to, just look and smile and look like this was exactly what I wanted. Then people will think that you are better, because you will influence them with your positive energy. Of course you will not get the high scores, but if you start to look negative and they can see that, oh shit, this was really a big mistake, then they will probably give you less points. It will also make the next thing you are going to do better if you don't get into the negative loop. If you think positive and just smile and say, no problem, no big deal, we are the best in the world, then the next thing you are going to do will be better than if you start to think negative about your error. You will take that negative energy with you into the next thing, and maybe you will destroy the whole show. Only by the way you're thinking. To try to control our emotions, try to control our thoughts. It is a good tool to be a better writer, to be a better person, to have a better life, to be more happy, to make other people more happy. My writing education, as you can hear, is not so much about pull this rein, kick the horse here, make the horse go here and there. It's so much more about how you do things, how you think about it, how aware you are about yourself, your emotions, your thoughts, your ideas, your expectations. Expectations is also a very bad things many times. It's good that you want to achieve something. It's good that you want to reach a goal. But when you start to have too high expectations, and if you don't reach them, you start to think negative, then we have a problem again.